Hi, this is Marloomz Creations, and today I will show you how to create Cookie Monster on your rainbow loom. The supplies you will need for today are your rainbow loom, set up in the staggered position with your arrows facing down, facing you, your crochet hook, a Sharpie, because we'll be coloring his eyes, 2 pony beads, white and blue, or white bands. If you do not own a pony bead, you can wrap a single white band around your hook 4 times and then thread those onto a single blue band, and that can be used for eyes in the meantime. But I do suggest you guys start buying some pony beads, because most of my crafts will contain that, as well as e-beads. And pony beads you can purchase for $1 at the dollar store in a multicolored bag. It's pretty good deal, and the dollar store by me has them as well. Let's begin by showing you how to create Cookie Monster. The first step is you're going to make his arms. I already have one arm on the loom. You want to grab double blue bands and go down 3 times. And on the last peg, you will wrap a band 4 times around. And then you will loop those forward, and I will show you the next step. Once you have finished creating Cookie Monster's arms and looping them, you can place them to the side, and you should have threaded 2 or a single blue band through a pony bead and done that 2 times, and that will become his eyes. If you do not have pony beads, you will take a white band and wrap it around your hook 4 times and then pull all those bands onto a single blue band, and then you can use that as a substitute. Now we will begin to create Cookie Monster. The first step is you use a single band and place it on this first peg. Then a single from here to here. And then grab one of your eye bands and also place it there. So it's a single and then an eye band, a single, and then the eye band. And then using double blue bands, we will go from here to here. Actually, this one is going to turn in. Make sure they're straight. Onto his neck, left shoulder, right shoulder, we are going to go down all the way to the last peg using double bands. So you can do that, and it's going to be the same on the other side. So I will do the other side and then I will show you the next step. Should have went down all the way using double blue bands on this side and on this side. And once you get to the end, you'll take a single band and wrap it around that peg 4 times. This one too. And then back to the middle. Now we can attach his arms. And in the middle we went down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times using double bands. Now his arm seems a little small. These bands seem a little smaller than these. If you want to add another link to make it a little longer, you can. You would just take 2 bands and slide it through, and then you can just place those on there. I will just leave it like this, just see what happens for me, but if you want him to have bigger arms, you can add another link on both. So we have placed his arms, and now we are ready to place the triangle bands. We will begin by using the single band and making a triangle on those 3. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a 5th one up on each side, but make sure you place it over this peg as well. And then we're going to twist it. So you're grabbing it and pulling it and then twisting it and placing it back over. Then you're going to make another triangle. Do not twist it, just place it on. Another one here and another one here. And we don't need one for the arms. And now we can loop. Reach behind the capping band, pull up, and that popped. So I'm going to fix that. I replaced that broken band and I'm pulling back the capping bands, reach for the bottom 2, and bringing it to the peg above. And from here it's just bringing the bands forward. Make sure you avoid the capping band or the triangle band. So when you're reaching into a peg, you will push back with your hook that band, and then pull the bottom 2 bands and bring it to the peg above. Grab these and bring it up, and the rest is easy. Again, reaching in through the capping band and just grabbing the bottom 2 bands. Be careful with that triangle band, it's tight now. Avoid the arm bands. Now once we are in the neck area, we will be pushing behind all these bands and aiming for these, the very last 2. So just be really careful to only grab those 2. Don't pop. Okay. Then for me, the next two are the top two bands are this middle one right here. The next two bands are to my right, so I can just sneak in and grab it. And then bring it to the right. Grab these to the left. Loop this forward. Loop these. These bands are very waxy. They're not Rainbow Loom's bands. And they smell bad too. Not that you want to know that. And then grab the last two bands, bring it to the middle, and reach in this peg through all those bands. Grab that single band, pull it through, and then take the top band, place it over, and make a slip knot. Be careful. If it breaks like that, which this always happens to me in every video, you will take another band and try that over. Bring it through. And pull it. Just pull it a little bit actually until we can tighten it once he's off the Loom Cookie Monster, but right now I don't want to break it. And then just remove him from your loom. I do it little by little. I use the back of my hook, and when I get back I'll have removed him from the loom. If you have removed Cookie Monster from your loom, he should look like this. You will take a Sharpie and you will pinch the pony bee between your fingers to keep it steady, and then just make a little circle. And if you want to hide that band, you can thread it through the back somewhere and just pull it down. So it stays in the back. And then once you have watched the cookie tutorial, you can then attach the cookie to Cookie Monster. What I do is I grab a band that matches his hand, and I go through the middle, not where we tied around 4 times, one of the middle bands, and then I pull a band through, and then I do go through the band, the hole where we tied it around 4 times. You don't have to do it this way. You can just attach the cookie how you want with an S-clip. So now I just made a loop. I pulled one loop, and I do need an S-clip. Okay. Then I will find just a piece of the cookie that I want to use. Put my hook through that loop. And this is the back of the cookie, and then I grab that loop that we made and pull it through. And you could either add another loop on this hand and then S-clip those. So maybe I will do that. I will grab another loop. I'll show you. And again, I'm pulling it through that first hole. So I stick my hook through there, just bring it through. And then I go through this other very tight one where we tied around 4 times, and I grab that loop and I try to pull it through, and I fail. If you have a better way or an easier way, please do so. Again, trying this again, pull that, and pulling it all the way through. Okay, I got it. And now he has two weird loops on his hands. And grab any loop in the back of your cookie, pull the blue band through, the same over here, grab another, put your hook through another caramel color, and then grab the other blue one and pull it through. And then you can grab your S-clip and S-clip those two blue bands together. Remove your hook. And then he looks like he is holding his cookie. And that is how you create Cookie Monster on the Rainbow Loom. I hope you liked this tutorial. Don't forget to watch the video on how to create these little cookies. And I also uploaded an Elmo and a frog today, so please watch them all. And if you like my videos, please subscribe.